Hello and good evening, YouTube. I'm Braden.
And I'm Connor.
I'm here with my brother Connor, and we're playing a little Guild Wars 2. Right now,
I don't know.
What?
I don't know these answers. I think you have to talk to people in town. We'll try something else.
Oh, was that trivia? Right now, Connor's playing his Necromancer on Guild Wars.
At the moment, it's like the Halloween festival. We just started playing again kind of around this time, and we're 1 week in gameplay, so I'm still kind of getting used to how this game works.
Yeah, we're still both very new to this game. I actually was the one who taught Connor into making this video. We've both been playing this for about a week
or two. I think I played a little longer than you have.
And I've always wanted to put a video on YouTube. This is kind of our pilot episode, so enjoy. But we played for about a week now, and it was kind of during this whole Halloween festivities, so we thought we'd put out a video on kind of our first impressions of the game. Be aware that both of us are not avid MMO gamers. We're not even that avid gamers in general. I do play Call of Duty. That's more my style game. I enjoy Halo. Connor, what are your games?
Favorite game is Left 4 Dead, really.
Left 4 Dead. So
it's getting old, though.
We're kind of more into shooters. So this is both very foreign to us. But I've wanted to try an MMO for a while. I did want to do WoW back when, well, not when it was new. I wanted to try WoW, I would say when I was like 7 years old, but I didn't do it because it was like at that point so old, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna spend money and invest time in a game that's gonna be gone in a week. So I held off, thinking, well, I'll wait for the next, big game to take over. And as we soon found out, nothing's gonna take over WoW. Apparently, that's just kind of king. Although I do think that this game comes pretty dang close. I actually like this game a lot. I was actually thinking about doing Star Wars, but the subscription kind of turned me off. So when this actually did come out, or when this was announced, I kind of set it in my head that, well, I've never done MMOs. I'm going to try Guild Wars 2 because it looks awesome. Got a great company behind it, and it's free to play. Well, you have to buy the game, but there's no monthly subscription. So. And
it does look like it's going to last a long time.
Yeah.
A very long time.
Yeah, I would think it would, just with the amount of energy they put into this game. But moving on, like I said, we wanted to give our first impressions, or at least I wanted to give my first impressions, and Connor, feel free to disagree with everything I have to say.
If we're going into comparisons with World of Warcraft, one thing that really does stand out, and I think a lot of people have taken note of it, is the fact that you don't have to talk to anyone to start missions. You can wander into one halfway through.
They're dynamic events.
Yeah, like it'll just say event nearby, and you're just like, oh, I'll go over here, and then you figure out what's going on as you're participating. I like it. I guess I know everyone, at least online, was claiming that this is like the new great mechanic of MMOs, and I don't know if I'd claim that it's some revolutionary mechanic, but I do like it. And again, I've never played WoW, so reading about its questing system seems pretty lame to me. So I will say that this system, in concept, I mean, playing this system, I can see, yeah, it's fun. But I don't have any first-hand experience to say that I played WoW and know the whole questing system. I read about it and I was like, yeah, that sounds really lame. So I'll agree with you, but I can't really say I have a direct comparison of my own to draw because I never played the original. But yeah, I do like the idea that you just kind of walk around and, oh, look at that, there's centaurs, attacking this guy. Let's save him. So you don't actually have to go click the guy and say, oh, hey, can you help save this man down the road? It's more, it just happens rather than this static series of conversations that leads to it happening. So I do agree with you. The one thing that stood out right away to me as far as when I first logged in and started playing was just the look of the game. I think they did a really good job making it look, and I know this term has been used all over the internet, but stylized, artistic. But it's true. It's quite fitting. It does do a good job looking kind of like a painting or like those concept art drawings that they had all over the internet. Even right here. This is actually right ahead of me. It's one of my story modes right here. I'm going to actually go into that, but if you look at it, it's kind of a cartoony look, but, well, not cartoony, but artistic, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't go for the real-life look, and given the fact that they probably wanted to hit a humongous audience, they didn't want to make the game look so, have such high specs and look so real that only a select number of people would even be able to run it on their computer. That would wholly defeat the purpose of a massively multiplayer game. So they wanted to make it not so taxing on your system, so they couldn't make it look super detailed, but I do think they did a good job at making it look stylized, for lack of a better word. And it does run on appears to run on a range of machines, since you're playing right now on your pretty robust system, and I play it on my laptop, which is back from early 2011, and they both have very different specs. Yours is definitely a little bit more beefy than mine, but in both circumstances, it runs well. Yours looks a little better, of course, but at the same time, I'm quite happy playing it on my laptop right now. Of course, I hope to have a desktop in the not-too-distant future to play it on, but I think they did a good job, making it look stylized, not making it look too cartoony, and I'm sorry to piss people off if you like WoW, but WoW looks a little bit more cartoony to me. Not a bad thing, not for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like the way it looks, and I like that it's accessible to a lot of different computers.
I do enjoy, like right now, I'm in the story mode. I'm by myself right now, where it's in a separate instance. No one else is around me. And the idea is, I do like this story mode idea. Like, you don't have to do it.
I like the idea of a story. Don't get me wrong, but I'd want to play with other people.
Well, yeah.
I don't like doing this crap by myself. I think that's boring. You buy a MMO to play by yourself.
Yeah. Well, you don't have, like I said, you don't have to do it.
Yes.
But it does. It gives a nice, at least a little bonus, I guess.
Well, you're saying that at least there's a story that exists, and it's not just you're put in this empty world, go do stuff.
And it's in the same idea of Battlefield 3. Like, everyone knows that game's a multiplayer, but they threw in a single player, just kind of extra.
Yeah.
No one liked it, of course, but. It was something they did as
at least
extra. They didn't have to.
Well, I like the idea that you have your own story, and that if you don't feel like running around joining the groups, if you want to kind of have a little narrative, it's here, and I think they did an okay job at it. I don't like this two-person cinematic they always do. I don't like the way they did that. I don't really understand why they have this amazing game that I do enjoy quite a bit, and decided with all these big pluses that they have, the game mechanics, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but with the character design, with the art style, and all these positives, they throw in this story mechanic of one-on-one. I don't even know what you call this dialogue mode, but it's kind of stupid.
I don't know, if you think about it, it's better than the way it is now. If they just did the same thing like this, it'd be just a bunch of people standing around, which...
Well, I guess...
Oh, wait. Oh, here we go.
I don't know. And again, this is really the first MMO I played, and I do enjoy it, but I did read a bit about, World of Warcraft and Star Wars, since I was considering, doing those, and as much as I do like this game, and I'm happy I got it, I look at Star Wars, and I hear it's struggling, so maybe it's not as great as I read, but at least seeing that you could have more of a group conversation in the context of the environment looked better in the Star Wars clips that I saw, where you could actually have different people in your party contributing to the conversation, and it actually took place on the map you're in. It didn't section off into this painting mode where the map disappears and now it's just two people facing each other. It's actually on the world. And not only that, but I liked, at least in Star Wars, the clips I saw, that there was branching dialogue. It wasn't just they talk and then the gameplay and then there's story.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're not doing so hot.
Darn it.
How did
I respawned at the checkpoint?
Oh.
I think it's normally supposed to be
cool.
I think it's supposed to be kind of you don't want to do this, but...
Yeah, well, that's a gripe I have, not just with this game, but I feel like games in general. I feel like there's no consequence anymore in games. That's a whole nother topic, but I don't I'm just throwing this out there, that games nowadays, you die, and... Oh, who cares? Yeah, just start over right where you died, and there's no love lost. It's all cool. All your gear's here. You're in perfect health, and there's nothing bad that ever happened. I miss the days of consequence and reward. I hate that all games apparently seem to just abandon that. I mean, I don't know. You look at the new Dark Souls game, and everyone's talking about, oh, that's so difficult. That's how games used to be. I wish more games were like that. You screw up, there's consequence.
Major consequence.
And I like that. I like that. That's what separates good games from bad games, when there's no consequence. It's just, I don't know, stupid to me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and then I guess the last thing we haven't really talked about was gameplay, right? Did we talk about gameplay? We talked about the story, talked about the looks of the game.
Yeah, not really the gameplay.
The gameplay, I think, is where the game shines, and that's why I enjoyed it. Ooh, you had a little...
I think it was inside that house right there.
Yeah. I thought that was the one big area where the game shines, because the last thing that I want, me coming from shooters and FPSs, I like engaging active games, and the one thing that scared me about getting into an MMO was the fact that it seems like it's just like a click one, click target, he's dead, click on the next target, spam these spells. It just kind of seemed very passive and boring. So I was pleased to see that this game was much more engaging, and I think that's where this game really does separate itself from the competition, is its gameplay and its active combat, and the fact that you can actually control your character and side strafe and dodge and jump. I mean, these things seem like things that you would expect in a game, and it's like amazing that MMOs haven't really done too much of that before. I don't know. I really like that it does that, and like I said, I may have said a lot of critiques about this game, but I actually do like this game a lot, and I think it does a great job promoting, you know, teamwork and community, and jumping into some strangers you never met before to take on some, you know, new boss. So I, again, really like this game. Only a few minor qualms with it, but all in all, I enjoyed it. So that's kind of my impression of it, and I think we're probably approaching the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, we're out of time. We're definitely out of time.
Oh, are we? Well, hey, we'll probably be doing more of these, but just wanted to kind of get this first one out there, and we'll see you again at YouTube.
Thank you.
The Queen.